Hi, I'm Greg Johnson with resourcesforlife.com, and this is part 9 in a series of videos showing you how to set up a computer with Windows XP. In the previous segment, number 8, we went through installing over 70 updates, and now in this segment we're going to basically look at finishing up with that and installing and configuring Internet Explorer 8. So let's get started. Something you'll notice during Windows updates is that you might get a message about Internet Explorer 8. And what commonly happens is that this pop-up box ends up for some reason popping up behind everything. So you want to keep an eye down here on the taskbar to see if something is going on. So, in this case the box was in the foreground, but as I say, many times it's hidden, so you'll be looking at this update screen thinking, well, it's still going, we're on update 32 of 74. But just go ahead and make a note that if it says, Internet Explorer 8, it's kind of sitting on that to look down here. And for Internet Explorer 8, you can go ahead and, I generally say that it's probably a good idea not to participate in whatever kind of monitoring of your computing activity is going on. It's just going to slow down your experience and clog the bandwidth for the internet. So choose no on that and continue, and then accept the license, and then install updates. It's fine to have that checked, and click next. So this is a little bit of a detour in the standard Windows updating process. Normally when you're running Windows updates, it starts from 1 and goes to 74, and it updates and then it restarts and you're fine. But during these times when you have a major software package that's part of the Windows update, you may have to do this kind of, like I say, a detour and go through the installation of that before you can continue. I'm going to go ahead and push pause at this point because the installation of Internet Explorer 8 can take a while. You can see right now it's only on the downloading process. One comment I'll make is, early on it said it had 74 updates, but that was only like 500K or something. Obviously, this is taking much longer than it would take to just download 500K of updates. And the reason is because some of these updates, like right now, you can see Internet Explorer 8 is downloading. So it's downloading some files that were not included in that original estimate of about. Those 74 updates finished downloading and installing around 9:22. And it's about 9:38 now. I'm going to go ahead and restart the computer. There's an extra reminder message here asking me to do that. So I'll pause the video while the computer restarts. Here, you can see upon restarting that we're being asked to go ahead and confirm the completion of installing the Windows Genuine Advantage. I'm going to click OK next on that, and agree to the license. The Windows Genuine Advantage software eventually installed, so I'm going to go ahead and click Finish. And then there was a check mark there that said, show me some of the benefits of Windows Genuine Advantage. There's not really any benefit to you. There's a benefit to Microsoft in that they sell more copies of their software. So the first time you launch the Windows Internet Explorer here, you're going to get a message about the settings. And I'm going to go back to, actually I'm going to go ahead and dedicate this video to this task. Since it's here, we might as well deal with it. So you start up, Internet Explorer 8 for the first time. You click Next, and as far as turning on suggested sites, I would go ahead and just say don't do that. Just say no to that, because it's just going to be one more thing running in the background. And then for the settings, I guess you can go ahead and choose Use Express Settings to pick whatever the default settings are and click Finish. But there is one thing that I usually change on computers, and that is the default search provider. Okay, so I'm going to get back here a little bit, close out that window. And what we want to do is go up here to the upper right hand corner where it says Tools. Zoom in a little bit here. And on the Tools menu you're going to find Internet Options. So click on that. And when Internet Options comes up, you'll see a little magnifying glass to symbolize searching, and click on Settings. What we're going to want to do is set Google as the default search engine. You've probably heard of Google. It's actually the world's #1 website. If you follow those kinds of things, the statistics that follow, that track what websites are most used and visited. But anyway, by default, not surprisingly, Microsoft has their own search provider selected, which is called Bing. So to change it, we want to go down here. There's some small print, so we'll have to zoom in. And it's not intuitive or obvious, but down here where it says Find More Search Providers, that's what you want to click on. And when you click on that, then a browser window pops up. We're going to need to go ahead and maximize that, so click on the maximize. And you probably didn't realize there were so many search engines, right? You've probably heard of Bing, Google, Yahoo, Dogpile, a few others. And for some reason, and I guess it's not too obscure, the reason being, here it is, Microsoft is presenting you with Action News 6 as a search engine, Bidopia, Blinks, stuff that I've never heard of, and then there's no obvious, intuitive way to like navigate this, and so you're asking yourself, well, where's Google? Well, you have to kind of move your mouse to the right here, and then slowly more screens appear. So you'll see Crowd Eye, Find Name, and finally you'll get to Google, which is next to Hulu and Ken Monjo search over here. I mean, I don't even know why they don't have like a first tier of obvious search engines and then a second tier of like everybody and their brother that wants to get listed here. But anyway, click on Google, and then when this page pops up, you can say Add to Internet Explorer. And then I usually just go ahead and choose Make this my default. Click that box there and then Add. And because the system's kind of messed up, even when you go up here and you close out of this now, you've added it, you've set it as your default, it's not going to show up here as the default under Manage Add-ons, Search Providers. You've got to just close out of this and then click OK, because you're back now at the Internet options, and then close out of Internet Explorer, and then go back into Internet Explorer, and then when it comes up, you'll finally see Google up here instead of Bing. And I know that seems like a lot of work and really counterintuitive, but that's basically how it works. The other thing, not surprisingly, is that Microsoft has their content provider, their MSN page, showing up as the default startup page. So to change that, you can go to Tools, like we did before, and click on Internet Options, and then in the box that shows up over here on the main window tab, go ahead and put in, you can click here. Actually, that was highlighted. I could just go ahead and, when you see something highlighted in Windows, you can press the backspace key, and that causes it to disappear. Anyway, or you can just start typing and it overwrites whatever was there. So I'm going to put in http:// and there are a few reasons for that. I guess first of all is you probably noticed on that Microsoft MSN page there's a lot of advertising, there's a lot of content coming up, sometimes videos, and that clutters up your computer, it chews up bandwidth, and it also leaves cookies in your computer and that advertisers can track you with. So it's better just to start with a clean page. So I'm going to exit out, and I'll show you now how clean this is. We'll click on Internet Explorer. It comes right up quickly to Google, no ads, no news, just a search page. Okay, so we're at about 8 minutes right now, and with the other videos I think we'll have enough for this segment, number 9. I'll see you in number 10. Thanks.